Okay, so next up we have Richard Grimaldi. He will be talking about what I have learned 71 years in 7 minutes flat.
So can you hear me now? I don't know how to use this. No? Bring it up. Other mic. All right. Can you hear me now? Yeah. All right. I'll set my timer. Well, I wish I could see you. There we go. Well, hello. The biggest thing I've learned in a nutshell is to be more and more entirely present every single moment with my heart, my body, and my mind. Yay! So there's a discipline to all that I've had to go through that's constant. One is giving my body what it needs without distortion or lying to myself with the food, the rest, the exercise, the dancing, the vitamins, the body work, whatever it takes. Acting, stretching, period. No compromises. Forgiving myself when I blow it, back to the drawing board. So that's one thing. And then giving my emotions, yay! Just freedom to cry and laugh and be and whatever it is, period. I give myself regular space for that. I find safe spaces to do that, certainly in my home, but on the beach or sometimes in the car or whatever, just period. There's no compromise with that either. Just feel my absolute misery, feel my absolute joy, everything, period. No compromises. The next part is my mind, freeing up my mind to play with itself, question itself, think outrageous things, whatever it is, period. And just allow my creative mind to take the place of my reactive mind, gradually take the place of my judging mind and my constricted mind and my robotical mind. So to come out with more surprises to myself, certainly emotionally, physically, and mentally. And so as these dimensions of myself, which are different forms of intelligence, the body knows stuff, it can digest things, knows how to do all sorts of things that the other parts don't know how. Likewise with emotions, it has its own intelligence, we all know that. And the mind too. But when they all are working together and not getting in each other's way, not trying to think too much about my emotions or, feel my, just make this, think feelings can be thinking, have them be permeable, help each other, but not trying to do the work for each other. So the more that they're synergizing, there's another form of intelligence that I find that is intimately connected to being present completely in the moment that is beyond each of the intelligences of all of them. And I've learned to live from that, and it's a state of well-being because it has to do with being fully awake to now and what does now require. And my deeper being knows that. I don't have to overthink that or pull my punches. So a lot of that has to do with freeing up from conditioning. From childhood, we've all been given contradictory messages and told to shut down our feelings and our bodies and our expressions, or be over-involved or under-involved or whatever it is. And just to find stay on the edge of that balance of everything, good boundaries and freedom, and to me liberates happiness, it liberates bliss, and it helps liberate other people. And I've learned to just surrender my own self-centeredness as much as possible to be of service to others, and that is another joy. And it's a bunch of energetic feedback loops that all bring out more energy. So I have a lot of energy. So it's great. Woo! Yeah. And so I've learned to just let it out and not stuff it in. Or sometimes it's good to contain it. Just let it cook. And then it can deepen. There's a whole vibratory quality. And I've learned to live in my body and live in my energy, not in this constant whirl of thinking, which, you know, has its place, but it's taken over the universe, it seems, in our human race. And yeah, I live in my being. Thinking kind of floats around, it's part of that, but it's not me. I am all of it. So that's what I've learned a lot, and I've been, you know, taken endless psychotherapy. I'm a fiendish meditator, and in my meditation, it's free for all time. You know, if I need to weep or shake or make up songs or whatever it is, you know, that acceptance, that awareness, that unconditional love can embrace everything. So I can face the harsh things of the world, you know, the imminence and reality of war and suffering. I rub my nose in the news and the dark stuff, and I can weep about it and also have good boundaries about it and have compassion for people and not feel disconnected, like I'm hiding from the news, I'm hiding from my feelings about it, I'm hiding from the fate of the human race or the environment. I can feel things, feel music, feel everything. I've just learned to not, you know, censor, except when it's right. So maybe that's it. Let me think. If there's anything else? Yeah, I've just learned to trust my process, so I don't have to worry. Well, I want to make sure when I leave here I'm not, oh, I should have said this and I should have said that. I forgot. So it's an ongoing practice, that's all, and there's no end to it, and life is certainly way worth living. I'm happier all the time the older I get, and I'm glad I got my misery over with when I was young, a lot of it, most of it, and I've learned to digest it and have compassion for others. So, yay! Thank you! Woo!